Hello, in this video I will be demonstrating how to use MongoDB with AngularJS and nodejs. Below the video you will find a link uh, of Google Drive from where you can download the sample that I have provided. Here you collect the link from below the video and go to the browser and download the zip file. Okay, you will get a uh, zip file like as you see in this screen. You save this in a directory c:\samples. Unzip the file and extract the contents. Okay, so here now we will go to this directory. Okay, you will see the following contents. Okay, open the readme file in that directory. So in this readme you will see what are the steps to follow. We have already unzipped the zip file. Now we have to do npm install in the directory where you have unzipped. Now I am giving the command npm install. Now this is fetching the libraries that are required to run this application. It will download MongoDB driver, Express, then body parser and other dependent libraries. Okay, once the drivers are installed, you will see a screen like this. So right now the drivers are ready. So we need to ensure that Mongo daemon is running. So we have to run mongod.exe if it is not running. So you make sure that you have installed MongoD software, which will be available in MongoD website. Okay. Um, so now I will run the Mongo daemon. So now this is listening on port 27017. So before we run the application, you need to ensure that MongoD is running. If you don't have MongoDB installed on your system, go to this website mongodb.com and you will find the appropriate installable for your system. You can choose whichever is the stable previous level. Now the next step we need to do is run the command node server.js. Okay, now we will go back to the command prompt. So now we will run node server.js. Okay, now here you will see that Express server is listening on port 8080. Okay, so now the server is running. You can ignore this error in case if you are seeing. Um,
Olive oil helps protect the voice very singer.
okay, now we'll go to the website browser, http colon localhost 8080. You will get, cannot get, ignore this. Go to the public directory. Okay, you will see something like this. And now here you enter name, say Rajesh, and game cricket, and age 20. Okay, so now we get the application working. Okay, we'll enter one more user ID, Rajesh 2, tennis. Okay, so now we are seeing the application is working. Now we'll try to understand how this application is working. Okay, when we inserted the data, we saw in the command screen that inserted new player. Okay, two outputs we have seen. We will see in the MongoDB database whether it is present. Mongo will start the Mongo prompt. Show DBS. Okay, we are interested in demo app. Use demo app. Okay, now show collections. Okay, we have sports, db dot sports dot find, okay, dot pretty. Okay, so now we are seeing two records are inserted into the um, MongoDB database. So now let us see what are the various things we have done. Okay, first let us open server.js file. Okay, in server.js we have a few things that we need to observe. One is we have Mongo client. Okay, this is the Mongo client library. Okay, and we are using that to connect to Mongo DB server with the name demo app here. Okay, and here we also have express as well as body parser as well as routes. Okay, in the we have app.use which is calling body parser. So it means that whatever message is sent in the body of the HTML request is parsed and made available to the functions that are used in the nodejs application. And we also see it is listening on port 8080. And also we see here we are making a reference to public directory, and we are accessing the contents of public directory when we click on 8080/public. So we will see what is there in the public directory. Okay, in the public directory we have index.js. Okay, and these two are angular.min.js and jquery.min.js are libraries needed by the AngularJS application. So we will open this index.html. Okay, here we have a sports app. ng app is defined as sports app. Okay, so here this is the name of the application. In AngularJS, we define the application name by ng app. So this app applies for all the HTML contents. Okay, so now this sports app, it is used here. Um, Angular.module sports app. Okay, so both of these should match. In the website we have seen we have input fields 1, 2 and 3. Here the name and the play game and the age was there. So here we have respective fields here. Input, here we are entering the name, and here you are entering the game name, and here you are entering the age of the person. Okay, and here you have a data structure player. Okay, this player is coming from here. Okay, dollar scope dot play, sorry, not that one, here, dollar scope dot new player. Okay, in the new player object you have name, game, and age. Okay, whatever you enter in that HTML will get entered into this data structure. Okay, so now when the user clicks add in that website, when the user clicks this add, this add player gets called. That is this is possible because we are assigning ng dash submit to add player. This ng dash sub, whatever starts with ng or angular related calls. So that add player, when it is called, okay, it will call this function. Okay, in this function you have a $http service, which is also angular service, and we have a dot post. So we are making a post request, and we are making at the link demo insert player, and the data that we entered in the website gets passed in this particular variable. Okay, when it is successful, it calls this function with response variable. Okay, actually we are not using that content here. But when we are calling another function called fetch players. Okay, if this call fails, then we get the error function called. That is this particular function. Okay, so now what does the fetch player does? Fetch player is also calling $http service, and he's calling slash demo get players, and he gets the list of all the players, and he gets loaded into the dollar scope players variable, this one. Okay, so this is what is getting loaded, and we will see that here on top, that players whatever gets loaded will be supplied to this particular HTML tag. So this is what is going to display this content here. Okay, whatever you are seeing on top. Okay, this is ng repeat calls the function repeats for each of the record that is there in the players array. And here you see player.name, player.game, player.age that gets displayed. The ng bind directive will bind the value of the variable to the HTML tag. So here name, then here the game name, and here the age. For each of these requests that the HTTP makes, we need to have a backend connection which process the data that is sent through these links. So now let us look at the backend code for this. So we'll go to routes directory. In this there is something called index.js. When the routes is loaded, this particular index.js gets loaded. Here we have app.post which is having a entry point of slash demo insert player. Then we have one more get player and another get players. When the insert player is called, we have this gets called demo.insert player function. This is part of the demo library that we have written. Okay, now we will look into the demo library to find out what it does. We'll open demo.js. Okay, here we have a demo handler which has many functions. One of that is insert player. Okay, this is one function. Okay, and then we have one more function, get player, this one. Okay, then we have another is get players, this one. Okay, so now let us see what it does. Insert player takes REQ. This is the input. Whatever is passed in the input request gets passed in the REQ, and from the body of that we extract the name, game, and the age. Okay, and then we call this particular sports.insert player and pass this variable. Okay, so now we need to understand what is this sports.insert player. Okay, this sports.insert player is part of the mongodb. We have one more library in which we make the mongodb calls, that is written in another file. This is we are These separate files are created so that it is easy to maintain the code. Now let us look at the sports.js, which is in .sports directory, I mean the parent directory. You go here, open this. Okay, in this we have reference to db.collection sports. Okay, so we are accessing a collection by name sports here, and that is assigned to the variable sports data. And there it has a function called insert player, which takes the player data that is passed and inserts into this collection. Sports.data.insert gets inserted into the sports collection. Okay, and similarly we have get player and get players. Okay, here from the collection we are retrieving all the records in that particular collection in the sports data.find, and we are converting that into an array before passing it to the front end. So here one more thing to observe is these are asynchronous calls. So this is when the insert player function is called, the data comes here. Once the processing is complete, this callback gets called, which is also passed when this function was called. Okay, so this happens asynchronously. Okay, in this video we have seen what happens in the AngularJS code, and how nodejs interacts with AngularJS, as well as how the data gets inserted into the MongoDB. Okay, and we have also checked server.js, index.js, demo.js, sports.js, and the index.js. So you can use this as a template and write your own application. We will be showing another next video in which we will use this as a template and create a different application. So that will help you in you getting a good understanding of how to work with AngularJS, Node.js, MongoDB together.